Today we're heading to pick up the Mustang. Suburban still got some snow on it. See, as hell. It is a cold morning. All that. Yeah, I'm gonna just go get some gas and go to this shop. Be on our way. You see how cold it is. That's not smoke. That's how cold it is. My gear shifter's freezing cold. Back up, get out this garage, close up the garage, get on my way to the shop. Whew. Whew. It is cold. Hopefully the driver warms me up, but there's no heater in this car. So getting gas is gonna suck. It's no defroster, heat, no AC. It's just cold out. We're gonna make it. I don't know if the engine's up to temp, so I'm gonna take it easy. Also, it's icy outside, so I gotta take it easy. Get this audio working, get the iPad and the stereo on and working, get nice and charged up. Let's go. Once I get this startup stuff fixed, startup procedure is just on a key, I'm gonna go ahead and get my visors fixed, my sun visors fixed, get new ones. And then I just gotta do some love to the door panels and the rear seat and basically be done. When I say basically, it's never done. Project cars are never done. They always take forever. Fill up this tank. Curious how much gas I've used doing all the DMV trips I've done and driving around the neighborhood. So we'll get the gas filled up and we'll know exactly what's going on. Just gonna hit up my local 7-Eleven. Let's get some gas in this thing. This up. I already did. Man, I don't even know how to get gas, do I? Alright, there we go. I got the numbers going up. Got my seatbelt hanging out like a fool. Look at the beauty Carolina squat going on while I get some gas. It's taking more than I thought it would, so I'm glad I stopped. I guess is 12, oh, I said 12 gallons. That's not 12 gallons. All right, let's get to the shop. Let me figure out where this shop's at. I gotta look it up and figure out where it's at. I'll be back. I gotta look up and figure out where this shop's at. I'll be back. So far, this trip's been pretty eventful. There was an accident, so I'm sitting in traffic. Another thing is when I went up on the hill by my house, there's a hill, I don't know what it's called, maybe Red Rock Hill or something. The car was looking straight at the sun, like straight up at the sun. And my windshield's pretty dirty and my sun visors are not good or adequate. So I had to pull over immediately. I couldn't see anything. So I had to clean the inside of my windshield, clean the outside of my windshield as best as I could. And then I waited for a break in traffic because I was on the side of the highway. I waited for a break in traffic and I got all that stuff cleaned up so I could see and took off, you know. And then after that hill, wasn't that bad, and then there was an accident on the highway. So stick shift, no heat, you know, an accident, it sucks. It's pretty rough. Another thing is my iPad's not charging. It keeps on turning on, it says 1%, and then it turns back off again. And then it turns on, 1%, turns back off again. I think it's just too cold. The iPad itself's too cold to charge with the amount of amperage I have coming from the deck, the radio deck. So I need to get a different deck that sends more amperage to its USB like plug-in, and I think that'll help a lot. So let's let this sheriff in. There's some snow blowing, like little dusties off of people's cars. Cold as hell. It's so cold, but I'm almost there. So I'll catch up with you guys when I get there. Sorry if this is a loud video, the audio's bad, but I don't have an independent microphone yet, and the car is pretty loud. You know, it's loud and there's lots of squeaks and rattles. I hopefully you can actually hear some of the squeaks and rattles, so you'll know what I'll be battling with over the next, I don't know, couple years, I guess. So I'm gonna get off the recording and just follow the GPS on my phone, because I'm not able to follow the one on the iPad because the iPad keeps turning off. So, you know, a lot of imperfections. You know, things were close to perfect, but I guess I didn't execute it properly. And man, do I want a defroster and heat and air conditioning in this thing. I'm sure over the spring and the summer, when I'm normally going to be driving it, I won't care as much. In the winter, I'll just be modifying it. It'll just be in the garage, you know. I'll be fixing the suspension. I'll be fixing, you know, the paint and getting a wrap on it probably, and you know, maybe even turbo it one of these coming up winters. But also figure out heat and AC. So yeah, that is what I'm dealing with right now, and all is well. It's driving not that bad. It's just noisy and cold. And it's not noisy. The engine's not noisy. That's not bothering me anymore. It's all the rattles and the like squeaks and all that stuff. So hopefully I can figure out how to get that dialed in, and that'll change my perspective on the car. Get a heater in here. Yeah, but right now we're on the way to get all the gauges fixed. So I can see the RPM, I can see the coolant temp, I can see the battery amperage, I can see how much fuel I have. Right now it says I always have a full tank. So I don't know what's gonna be involved in that. And then probably the next thing I'll do is I'll do the suspension and the rear control arms, and then I'm gonna replace the radio. I gotta find a radio that delivers more amperage and to the USB charging supply, and that just works better. I also want to be able to control the volume from just the iPad, not from the radio itself. So yeah, wish me luck. I'll catch up with you guys when I get to the shop, and hopefully he's a cool guy and hopefully he helps me out, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Alright, I made it here. I'm gonna turn the car off and go see what's up. See if dude's here yet. Hopefully he is. Wish me luck. Getting the Mustang fixed. Hopefully the gauges work too. Wish me luck. Got this guy dropped off. Hopefully it don't take too long. Uber's about to be here. I actually see some snow on the ground all over here. Snow, snow, snow. Got the Mustang dropped off at Auto Solutions LLC. There's a chilling right there. He says he doesn't really know how long it'll take or how much it'll cost, because it's every gauge. I don't know if you'll have to drop the gas tank or everything, but there it is. The sunlight, wintry day. Can't believe I made it here in the freezing cold. I'm just waiting on my Uber. Let me start walking towards the front and try not to slip in this ice. I'm gonna get in this Uber. Oh, there it is. Uber's pulling up. Looks like it's a Subaru WRX. So yeah, let me hop in this thing. All right, I made it home after dropping off the Mustang. So the garage is empty. Mustang's being worked on. I'm curious how long it'll take. And I'm gonna hop in the Tesla and go deal with that audio stuff and then go to work. Look how dirty this Tesla is right now. You see how dirty that is? Look at that, dirt. So I'm gonna go hit up a car wash too, probably. All right, so today we're heading to pick up the Mustang. At least that's what I was told yesterday. Mustang's gonna be done today. So I'm on the highway right now. I'm about 10 minutes from the shop. We're gonna go pick it up. Not too happy with the gauge that we ended up going with. You can see that I went and bought like a nice Holley tachometer for the tach, and the mechanic that's working on my car said he couldn't get it to work. That one only works with like the full Holley EFI system and blah 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 blah. So he went to Summit Racing and got me just like a standard tach and returned the other one. And this one's way cheaper. What I really don't like is that it has a chrome bezel. I wanted it to have a black face and a black bezel so it matches the stock gauges as well as possible. But it seems like there's not much we could really do about that at the moment. So the cool thing is I'm getting my car back. That's the main thing that is going to happen today. But we need to figure out what tach I want to put there that will work. So it's got to be like a standard standalone tach, not set up for anything special. It needs to have a pretty skinny width. So lots of tachs are like really wide and just like ginormous, gigantic, whatever you want to say, tachometers. And I need one that's skinny, that's not too thick, so that it can not stick out and protrude a bunch in the location that we're putting it. So the one that he got is that, but again, it has a chrome bezel on it. It's just a Summit brand tach. It's a little cheap looking, so it's not really what I was hoping for. But regardless, we get the Mustang back. I haven't had it for a month. I dropped it off on the 27th of January. Today's the 27th of February. So I'm excited to get my car back, and all the other gauges are working. The fuel, the battery voltage, the coolant temp, I think there's an oil temperature gauge too. All of those are working. So we got everything working except for the stock tach. I think there was like something actually wrong with the tach, or maybe he just couldn't figure out the like Chevy engine to Ford tachometer like settings or something, or maybe there's not something you can set. I don't know, but I know there's something to do with like pulses and like pulse readings. I don't know. Anyways, I'm happy we're getting the car back. Not too happy about the tach, but I can always change that out, get a different tach later. But I'm getting the car back. And then what's kind of funny is I have to go to work today, so I'm gonna hop in the Mustang and take the Mustang to work and leave my Tesla on the side of the road, basically. Just leave it somewhere that I can park. And my wife might come and pick up my Tesla. If not, when I get home later tonight, she's gonna drive me to my car and we'll get that situated. So yeah, that's the update with the Mustang. That's what's going on right now. And I'm both excited and just a little bit disappointed. I don't think it's the fault of the shop. If I wanted a specific different tach and I did enough research, he would have done it, but then the car wouldn't be done yet. It would have taken longer to order and ship that and get it all done, because surprisingly, the Summit Racing in Sparks, Nevada has tons of stuff, but they don't have that many tachs in stock. So everything's shipping, takes a few days, and then next thing you know, like, we're getting it next week, and then it has to get installed the week after, and yada 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 yada. So yeah, all right, let me figure out where this Auto Solutions is at and get my Mustang. And yeah, just got to Auto Solutions, gonna pick up my Mustang. All right, so we're in the Mustang. Tell, because there's no back seats and we got an ugly convertible top. I'll show you what got done to it. We're about to go drive to Summit and return a tach, and then I'm about to go to work. Actually, I gotta go pick up some ammo too. So let me do that, and then we'll go to work. So I'm gonna be a little late to work. Got some dandruff on my neck, on my chest. But let me show you what we did to the car. Let me show you. All right, here we go. I got all of these gauges, let's see, working. So we got the battery gauge, coolant temperature gauge. We got this tachometer. This already worked. The oil pressure and the fuel gauge. All of these work now. I still have this ugly stuff, which I cannot wait to get rid of. But we just talked over some ideas on how we're gonna get rid of that. Let's start this car up. All right, let's drive. Let's get up out of here. Let's go to Summit. What's it called? To Juggernaut Arms. My buddy Greg Dean's got a shop, gun shop. Got to get some ammo for the CCW class I'm taking tomorrow. So we're gonna go do that. Drives great. Seeing all the things I need to replace. I still need to replace the sun visors. They're all beat up. I need to replace the rear view mirror. I need to probably repaint a bunch of trim pieces. Need to get rid of that. The buttons that I have to do to start it up. It's a bunch of stuff, but hey, at least now I know how much fuel I have and if the car's overheating and all that stuff. So yeah, we're on the right path. Got my baby back, but I still gotta do the rear seat too. Fix the dent in the front right fender, get it wrapped. There's a million things I gotta do to this car, but it's a project. And it's a run and driving project, and it's quick. And I know the coilovers and the rear upper lower end control arms are gonna change how this car feels, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Go to Summit, get some money back. All right, we're at Summit. Show you what we're returning. We are returning this Holley gauge. It didn't work for what we wanted, so I'm gonna head in the Summit, get this returned. That's gonna be boring. You don't need to see that, but I'll be back. Summit in the daytime. Last time I was here, it was nighttime. I'm gonna go in this store, get this stuff returned, and get some money back. Fun fact, I'm leaving work. I took my Mustang to work today, and never driven it at night. I just realized it's the first time I'm driving it at nighttime. So let's see how these headlights work. Hopefully they work. We'll find out. All right, so first thing I'm noticing is it's dark as hell in here. Modern cars, when you hop in, there's like a light up on the interior headliner in the front that turns on when you open the door. This doesn't have that. So let's see what happens when I start flipping some switches on. Okay. All right, so we got the new gauge lit. We got the iPad on. See some lights from the deck. Let's see if I got headlights. Okay, it's not bad. I will say, I won't be able to tell how fast I'm going. It's crazy. The camera can see that. I cannot see that. So I'm going to try to figure that out. But I will know my RPM, at least. And maybe the iPad will keep me chilling, play some music. So, yeah, let's do it. All right. Well, my brake lights work. Let's see if we can see signals. Okay, my right turn signal just stays on. My left one blinks. Okay, that's what I thought happens. Front see anything? Nope. Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna hit the road. Everything's gonna be alright. I'm gonna play some music. Well, let me get out of here first. And my right turn signal, I'm gonna have to just I'm gonna have to just click it up and down myself, I guess. That's really weird. It's a project car. Can't wait to get all the vibrations out of here. Weather stripping, get a new top. It's gonna be different. It's gonna feel good. All right. So far, it's a pretty good drive. It's a little cold, not that cold, but a little cold. I can feel a bunch of air coming in. Cruise on the highway, 6th gear. I won't really know how fast I'm going unless unless I go under a good light or something. And I can see the speedometer. So again, all the gauges aren't lit except for the tach. So I'm actually kind of happy we have an aftermarket tach right now. I guess I should have talked to the guy working on my car and made sure he got all the lights working on the tack or on all of the gauge. Man, that is a brutal vibration, and I might have to take parts of the dash apart and put some sound deadening in and some O-rings and some stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just on the highway. I'm in 6th gear. I do not know how fast I'm going. I think I'm going 65, 70. We're at 1500 RPM to just be able to cruise almost all the way home like this. So get it home, open up the garage. Gotta move some of this stuff. This guy.